Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Walking with the Elders segment. And listen, first of all, Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers and sisters that's out there. Pray everybody's doing good. I know it's been a long time since I did a Walking with the Elders segment, but listen, have a lot of things I had to take care of. The time was like limited. My time was very limited, but now I'm trying to make some time and room in there to do these segments. And it's windy out here, so I don't know if y'all can hear us well, hear me well. But miss you, brothers. We're walking with the elder segment. And these segments, I'll be addressing different types of titles and different topics, and just addressing certain things in Israel that help us see a different perspective. Coming from a senior elder in the faith and been in this truth for about 30 years now, I feel like it's my duty to give y'all the information that the Most High has blessed me with, and maybe this can clear up some inconsistency in some of the doctrine, some of the things y'all been hearing on YouTube, Facebook, and social media, right? So I hope y'all can hear me. Hope the wind ain't blocking my sound out too good. Uh, Let me get over here and find a spot so I can chat with y'all. The wind, walking with the elder segment. Let me get up in here. Hope it didn't block out the wind a little bit. Uh, I guess it's okay. All right. So, as you can see the title, let's see if y'all, hope y'all can see the title. IUIC and GMS is both wrong. All right. Recently, there was a discussion. This discussion has always been taking place in Israel about the Sabbath, meaning the weekly Sabbath and the new moon Sabbath. And I'm going to try to make this brief. And a couple of scriptures to show clearly that both are wrong. What I mean by both IUIC and GMS is wrong, meaning that IUIC is wrong when it comes to the the, the new moon Sabbath, meaning the full moon being a new moon. I mean, yeah, the full moon being a new moon, incorrect. And GMS dealing with the weekly Sabbath is dictated by the new moon. So as you're going to see, these couple of scriptures are going to show that both of them are wrong, and it's funny because I want to say funny, but it's just crazy how IUIC would try to show that GMS is incorrect, but in the same breath of showing that GMS is incorrect, they also prove themselves to be incorrect in the new moon being the full moon, right? So let's go here, and I'm gonna get it. I have it posted up here so you guys can see it, right? You'll see Genesis up there. I believe that's Genesis chapter 3, round 2 and 3. All right. So I wish I had the video I could play you. Maybe next time when I do another sit, walking with the elder. Right. So it says, I'm gonna read Genesis 1 and 1, but on my screen you'll see Genesis chapter 3 through 6. Then I'm gonna show another clip of Genesis, I guess the point is 14 to 16. And it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. In the evening and the morning were the first day. So right here, I wanted y'all to see that the moon, the sun, and the stars were not created yet. All right. And the reason why I want to emphasize that is because when you go down to see what day the moon and the stars were created, all right, let's go here. This is that's it. Okay, let's go here. Okay, now you see here, I got Genesis chapter 1, and it should say 14, but I guess 14, 15 is missing. I'll put it in there. But the point is the 16th verse. So it says, I'm going to start from 14. It says, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. And let them be for light in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, 16th verse, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. And he made the stars also. And God set them in a firmament, this is 17, of heaven, and give them light upon the earth, and rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. So you have to ask yourself a question. The new moon comes in when? The first day, right? So the moon was not created on the first day. So the same way how IUIC used the scripture to try to debunk, which they're correct that the new moon does not dictate the weekly Sabbath, right? So the same way how IUIC uses Genesis, the 14 through 16 verses, Genesis 1 through 14, 16, to debunk GMS on the lunar Sabbath not being a weekly dictated by the new moon, right? Which they're correct because the new moon, the weekly Sabbath is dictated by the works, Genesis. Right? That's how we come to cycle for the weekly Sabbath. 7 days, 6 days thou shalt work, and then 7 days a day of rest. But the way they cut GMS with this is that the moon was created on the fifth day. On the fourth day, right? So guess what? The same way how they cut GMS, showing them that the moon was created on the fourth day and God rested on the seventh day, all right, which or even the first day, the seventh day, which is a Sabbath, cannot be because the lunar Sabbath is the first day, not the seventh. So the same way with the new moon. The new moon is what? The first day. So the moon was not created on the first day. This is why I read Genesis chapter 1. All right. So that's clear. So the same scripture they use and the same analogy they give to show that and when you go to let me read it again. And I know why a lot of brothers and sisters are confused on this topic because it can become difficult, right? You can get confused. But when you read 16, it said God made two great lights and so forth, and it says that the moon, the sun, and the stars and the heavenly host was created on the fourth day, right? But each day, all right, God had his creation. So the moon was not created on the first day, right? So it's irrelevant for full moon to be a new moon because if you're going by that logic, I'm saying it makes no sense, right? So with that being said, right now there's another thing I want to go. Something else I heard that was incorrect. Let me go here. If I can find this one. Let's see. Let's just game on the earth. So so I can be able to see this one. Oh, let me do this. Let me go here. I should have screenshot that, but I don't know if I can find that. Just bear with me for a second. So tell me I got that down twice. Let's see. Okay, now this is something different. I should have had this one up, but I have my notes out of order. All right. So right here, because I can barely see it on this restream, and I got my glasses on, I can barely see it. Okay, let's see. That one right there. Let me see if I can pull up eiters. Bear with me for a second. Let's go do that. All right. This is what I'm going to do, brothers and sisters. I'm going to do a take two on walking with the elder segment because I got my notes all over the place. Just using this for basically the first time. Before I use it, I was on my desktop, but now I'm on my phone and it's kind of crossing me up a little bit. But the point is being made. Got me to this thing. That's my point. It's not really hard to be understood, right? The moon was not created on the first day. The first day of the month is a new moon, right? First day of God's creation, there was no new moon, right? That's the point. So when God created the lights in the firmaments of heaven, it was always light. It wasn't dark, right? Darkness didn't come until the phases of the days through the hours of the day, the phases, right? As we go into the cycle of a month. Right? Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. With that being said, shalom. I'm gonna try to do a take two on this once I get my notes in order. Right? With that, say shalom. It's windy out here. All right, let's go. I end this. Oh, here.